Is Daedalus Stormbow as good as you think it is? It has been the gold standard Terraria weapon to easily get through the early hard mode, especially for destroying the destroyer. You might have thought, why would I use all this garbage if I just have my trusty Stormbow with me? But can you really say that the Daedalus Stormbow is the greatest weapon to blitz through the mechs? Especially for a ranger when you have all these great options. Okay, not this one. Is Daedalus Stormbow really the best option out there? To find it out, let's test it and see what this arrow rainer can do. Daedalus Stormbow drops from hallowed mimics, which starts spawning when you enter hard mode. You can find these bad boys as a rare spawn in Hollow biome, but they are tough, they are deadly, and they will probably kill you. As an alternative, you can gather 15 souls of light, turn them into a key, and slap it into an empty chest to create your own little mimic to murder you. When you kill a hallowed mimic, however, you have a 25% chance to get the Stormbow as a drop. And since you can get this item as soon as you enter hard mode, Daedalus Stormbow goes here next to its friend in our progression line. Unlike most ranged items, this one doesn't directly shoot a projectile, but instead makes them rain from above. For most of the mechanics related to that, you can check the Blood Rainbow video, where we covered the younger brother of the two. One important difference, however, is that Daedalus Stormbow uses the actual arrows, so you can make them explode, pierce, or even create beautiful patterns like this. Yay! Unfortunately, using it above a pool of shimmer won't make the arrows bounce, so you cannot cheese bosses with unholy arrows. This is also true for Blood Rainbow, so no cheesing for you. Most of the items in Terraria are flexible and useful in many different scenarios. Just like how a sword can be good for killing a tough boss or a group of smaller enemies, a toilet can be used to increase your fishing power, or but Daedalus Stormbow only exists to kill the destroyer. In fact, I tried it against Skeleton Prime and no, just no. Though it is certainly doable, you are better off getting a simpler and more effective weapon. And for any non-boss enemy, you can see the pain of trying to do that in the Blood Rainbow video. But before we go and ring the door of the destroyer, I wanted to check something. One of the comments from a previous video mentioned that I should use unholy arrows as they are the best against the boss. But are they really? Let's build a wall of dummies and see that first. Our real target is a big ass worm, so we are prioritizing the number of targets here. We'll be checking DPS for unholy, jesters, hellfire and holy arrows. And unholy arrows easily win this round. They have a great piercing potential with up to 20 targets compared to 10 of jesters, so the more targets we have, the higher the damage is. Holy arrows on the other hand don't seem to be doing a whole lot except for some nice visuals. And hellfire arrows are great for AoE damage, but can't match the ultimate piercers. Alrighty then, let's go and see what we can do to that worm. I have used Daedalus Stormbow with unholy arrows and hellfire arrows to once again see how much the arrow type affects us. I have also used other ranger weapons from the same point in the game, such as Dart Rifle, Uzi, Gatligator and Onyx Blaster. For the ammo types, I went with Crystal Dart and Exploding Bullets to get more damage on the boss. And with the Unholy Arrows, I managed to get a sub 2-minute kill on the destroyer. To be honest, with some better positioning, it would be possible to get a much better pierce and DPS. Onyx Blaster was actually a huge letdown. I thought the explosion would give a better damage, but it is not a good option against the worm. Gatligator had a good enough damage, but was too difficult to aim the probes with. And Uzi is really stable and reliable, but exploding bullets can only hit so much of the boss really. The destroyer is best dealt with piercing attacks, and explosives aren't as effective since the worm is 3 galaxies long. But somehow Hellfire arrows with Daedalus Stormbow did a great job. It is not as fast as Unholy, but still a great choice since Stormbow spawns so many arrows. And finally we have the Dart Rifle with just a bit slower performance than Daedalus Stormbow. I would normally consider the difference negligible, but for this specific fight, it is not. Because while you can just use the bow to make it rain and forget about aiming, with the darts you need actual aim for the probes in a fast-paced hard mode fight. If you somehow can't get the Daedalus Stormbow, Dart rifle is a great alternative, but be prepared to get destroyed while focusing on aiming. Today's question was simple. Is this weapon really the best option for mechs? If you count all three of them, the answer is an easy no. But for the destroyer only, it is an easy yes. And for the worst part of getting through mechs is getting that first kill, so if you can reliably kill any one of them, the rest becomes much easier. And that is exactly why Daedalus Stormbow is such an iconic weapon. Just remove the metal worm from existence and get yourself some new gear with its remains to clear the other two. And if you are playing as a ranger, the arrow rainer bow is definitely the best and the easiest option. But what do you think of Daedalus Stormbow? Does it live up to its name, or is it too much of a cheese weapon? Let me know in the comments, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to drop a like and subscribe for more Terraria content. See you in the next video, and as always, have a great day.